Bill says, my girlfriend of 4 years and I just broke up, and I'm feeling really depressed. For the last 4 years, I've had someone to talk to about literally everything in my life, and now that's gone. It's hard to believe that a 4-year relationship ended in 20 minutes. I was saving and planning on proposing to her in the next few months, and now that's not going to happen. I feel empty, I feel a void, I feel blank. Got any advice on how to pick the pieces of my life back up?
Jesus. You couldn't have warned me this was coming? Well, you know, I mean, if this was my buddy, the first thing I would desperately try to do is, I always feel like the quickest cure for heartbreak off a long-term relationship is a scummy move of hooking up with as many girls as possible. I think it helps in a weird way. I really do. I really do think it helps. So I think, you know, there's only meaningful relationships and then kind of like the vanity of relationships when you break this down. And so he's coming from a meaningful place, and I think the vanity of it all, like the one micro positive that guys, cliche, will think about in this moment is like, well, I can hook up with chicks, and I think you have to go all in on that. That will last for about 3 weeks to 3 months of fun, and is a softener. I think you need to recognize that you got off easy. I don't know if it's Bronx Tale or one of those gangster movies where the guy owes the kid $20, and he goes and chases him, and then the gangster grabs him and goes, you got off easy. You found out he was a scumbucket for $20. You know, brother, I gotta be honest with you, I think you got off easy. I mean, it's a hell of a lot better that you didn't propose, that she was, I give her credit. A lot of people mail it in and get married to people that they ultimately aren't fully 100% infatuated in love and for full life. And I think people are mailing in. Now that divorce is so easy, I think that people just kind of do it. And I actually think in a weird way, you got lucky. And I actually give her a lot of credit that she, after a 4.5-year relationship, had the backbone and the guts to go through a tough process, I'm sure, for her as well. And so I actually think you look at this as a positive. I'm an optimist. It's easy for me to say, but I think at some level you take a step back and recognize, as much as it hurts now, it would have been tougher and hurt more to unwind after marriage, or what's so difficult for so many after having children, which creates such a different dynamic and makes it extremely difficult. And so, you know, there's not much I can say that's gonna make it feel a whole lot better. Maybe just talking it out and getting it on the question on the show. The email was asking for it to be on the show? Or are we just taking somebody's random? Oh, it came in, okay. So that's it, man. I think go hook up with some chicks to ease the pain for a few minutes, and then take a step back and recognize it's a positive, and try to learn from the experience and find out the qualities you really loved in her and try to replicate them in the next relationship you have, and, you know, maybe even find the things that you didn't like as much in her and try to close the gap and find somebody you love even more.